It's the best investment I've ever made in my health.
Why so?
My son said, I can't believe you're walking.
I'm Maggie UMD. I am a functional and holistic medicine physician and the creator of the Transform Protocol for turning around autoimmune disease naturally. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and click the link above or below this video and join our Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally, where we have tons of videos, bonus trainings in there for you to check it out and learn a ton about how to turn it around. If you're joining me on YouTube right now, go ahead and click the subscribe button, give us a like. If you're on Instagram, give us a follow. Today, we have an interview with Blanca, who's been suffering with rheumatoid arthritis for 15 years. And she had to retire early because the pain was so severe and the fatigue was so severe, and she was having to rely on other people to help her with basic self-care activities. Today, you're going to see how in just the last 3 months, this brave, gracious woman was able to turn utter disability and despair into, you'll see, and how she's planning to go back to work. I can't wait for you to see this. Hey, Blanca, why don't you introduce yourself to our audience?
My name is Blanca Rodriguez, and I live in Houston, Texas. I have rheumatoid arthritis for going on, I say 15 years.
So you were taking the medications that your doctors had recommended?
I was taking 3 medications.
Yeah, which 3?
It was prednisone, Simponi, and methotrexate.
Now can you say all 3 triple fast, backwards?
Prednisone, a symphony.
I'm kidding!
Okay.
It's a lot. I mean, to be on 3 medications over the course of 15 years, and if they worked and they prevented further damage and pain, that would be great. But did they even work for a short period of time, or they just stopped?
They worked for a short period of time, and then they weren't working.
This is what we hear all the time, right, in conventional medicine.
I did some stem cells. I did some supplements. Some Asian supplements.
Right.
And what really made me aware of what was going on, now everything fits in together with this program. The difference between the other programs and this program is the data. No one took any data. They just said, okay, you need this and you need that, you need to take this.
How much did you spend on stem cell therapy?
I would say 15.
15,000? Okay. It's funny because you say 15,000. Now, if the 15,000 on stem cell therapy worked and you were better, that would have been cheap.
Yes.
The fact is that paying it, doing it, and then did it help? Did it work?
No.
What were your top 2, 3 symptoms? What was your top symptom? Pain?
Pain.
Okay. What level was the pain and where was it? 0 to 10? 10. Okay.
I wasn't functioning. I wasn't moving around. I couldn't lift my hands. I couldn't walk. I was on a roller, a walker.
Really? You never told me this.
I'm a very private person. I'm very private, and I was very ashamed.
Why were you ashamed?
I was embarrassed. And then I had to have friends of mine come over and help me in the bathtub and take me a bath and help me to dress. I couldn't cook. It was devastating. And the fatigue is the other one. Oh my God, the fatigue was bad.
What level was it? 0 to 10?
10. The fatigue was 10. And my mind was not like my mind now. I mean, my gosh. It's amazing the things that I can remember. I can listen to someone telling me certain details and I can remember it. And if I have detailed questions, because I'm an analytical, so I was able to ask certain questions and be myself again. I see myself being myself these last 3 months.
Prior to this program, you've tried the stem cell therapy, you've seen an acupuncturist, you've seen 15 years of conventional doc. Question for you is, what made you decide to actually join this program? Because you've tried so many other things.
Well, I was searching the Facebook, and I knew I had an autoimmune. I learned that. I didn't know exactly how it worked. how it affected me. So when I ran across your screen and you said you were a functional doctor and you had autoimmune and you suffered from different issues, a light just clicked in my head, like, wow, okay, there's hope, but then they had doubt. Well, I already went through all this program before, and I don't know. So the recruiter sent me videos. I guess my only doubt was, mine's just so severe. Can she really?
I'm too sick to get help. You were in that mindset.
Yes. And then I just said, you know what? We gave it to God, and God said, take it, join. What do you have to lose? It's going to work. It's going to work.
People want to know, this is just 3 months later. Where are you Where are you now? And be honest. Be honest. Let's be very specific. Let's be honest. What are your results just 3 months later?
My fatigue is 3
out of 10.
Out of 10. My pain.
This is from 10 out of 10, 3 months ago.
Right.
Okay.
My pain is 2. My inflammation is still, it's better. It's great, even though my conventional doctor says you're in a bad shape. And I'm like, I have no pain. I may have inflammation in my body still, a lot of it, but I have no pain.
He's judging your inflammation markers on maybe one of the blood tests.
Yes.
And the thing is that we have to take data, not just from the blood work. You have to take data from the person, their functionality, their symptoms, so their severity. And the other thing is some of these inflammation markers lag behind deterioration or improvement. So based on one number, he's telling you you're worse or you suck, or you haven't changed. But right now you're saying physically, this is extremely different.
Yes.
What are you able to do now that 3 months ago was impossible? Let's just go through even this morning. What were you able to do just this morning? That's 2 months ago, you were like impossible.
Get in my car, get up, dress myself, brush my teeth, comb my hair, go lock the door from my apartment, get in my truck, turn on the ignition, get out of the truck, lean over to get in the drive-through window from the bank without having to struggle.
Blanca, you never shared that's how severe your symptoms were actually with any of us in the group. This is actually the first time I'm hearing how bad things actually were for you.
Well, like I said, I'm really private, and the only ones that really did know more or less were the group, the people that I was in the group, that we had the meetings on Mondays with Senta.
Your pod meeting.
My pod meeting.
So people who don't know anything about us, we're a 2-month online program where we use people's personalized data, including their hormone testing, their food mapping, blood work, their regular blood work panel that we have in the program. We have video modules every week that are about 3 hours long that you watch on your own time. We do meet. We meet once a week to have a coaching call with me in a group. And then there's also individual meetings that Blanca is referring to that are pod meetings, which is smaller group meeting once a week with the people she started the program with one of our coaches in our program. So this is a very comprehensive community-based educational process over a 2-month time frame to get these completely out of the box results. When people say I've been through the program, no one's ever done this before. I know nobody else is doing this, period, in any autoimmunity. So this is, when people say I've done programs before, what's so different about yours? Booyah, I just told you. So was this different than anything else you've ever experienced in your 15 years of RA?
Yes, different, very different.
If there was 1 or 2 things that you said was the most important, that was never done before, that was different with your experience here, that really created these outcomes, what would you say were the 2 most important things?
The mindset and the group, the positive group performance.
So the group dynamic. So number 1, nobody comes in this program saying I need medical help, give me mindset work.
Right.
You didn't come into this program saying I need help with my mindset.
Right.
Okay. So what the heck, when you say mindset made the biggest difference, what can you say were some of the tools or some of the work that you did that was like, wow, voila?
Well, just getting up in the morning with a better attitude, not saying, oh my God, today I want to have pain. Mm-hmm. Oh, today I'm going to not going to be able to do this. Just getting up in the morning saying, today's going to be a good day.
So how you speak to yourself, what you're manifesting every day, what you're attracting is really, it makes a big difference. Yeah, great. And then secondly, you said meeting with the actual online meetings in your smaller group and in the mastermind calls and in the nutritional calls. Why were those a big deal? Who the heck does that in turning around their health?
Right.
Why was that such a big deal for you?
Just sharing the same thing. Their issues might be different diagnosis, but it's pain. Pain is the issue that we had in common.
What is something surprising you learned about yourself during this program?
That I am a forgiving, confident, and vibrant woman.
Yes, you are.
That's what I've learned.
Whew. And you're actually owning it.
Yes. I am just so happy. I can look forward to going back to work. I want to go back to work.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people are like, oh, it's expensive to do this program. And to me, it's like, if you spent $15,000 on a stem cell transplant and it worked, that'd be cheap. If you spent $15,000 on a stem cell transplant and it didn't work, that's expensive. The investment that you invested in this program, in hindsight, is it expensive or was it the best bang for your buck investment you ever made in your health?
It's the best investment I've ever made in my health.
Why so?
Because I'm alive again. I look forward to the future. Before I didn't have hope.
Did you even think it was possible to recover your financial well-being in your profession 3 months ago?
No, never. There was no hope.
It's all coming back, baby.
Yeah, it's all coming back. It's all coming back. And you just don't, like I said, you saved my life. The program saved my life. It's, it helped me to educate myself and to educate my children. My son said, I can't believe you're walking.
The thing is, I don't think you can believe you're walking, but it's so interesting. All the people around you are looking at you like you're a walking miracle. But this is something we see in the program every day. It's not a miracle in our program.
It's hard work. It's hard work. You have to do the work. You have to apply yourself. You have to be disciplined.
Why did you almost not join the program?
Doubt, another disappointment.
Will this work for me?
Yes.
Great. And your answer to that is now?
Yes, it works.
Yes,
it works.
And hell yes.
Yes, hell yes. Anyone interested or have any doubts, I understand your thoughts, but it doesn't get any better. My goal is not to take any medication. That's my goal.
I think your goal should be living your life.
Right.
I actually don't think people should have artificial goals about absolutely being on medication, off medication. That has no calculation in it for me. For me is, what is it going to take to live your best life? Period. What is it going to take to reclaim your life? What is it going to take to be the forgiving, confident, and vibrant woman who's going to kick RA to the curb? That's all I'm interested in. I don't have an external agenda of like, this number has to be that number. You have to be off this med or that med. I don't have that agenda. My agenda is every tool that you're going to need to kick RA to the curb, then you can make decisions. But most importantly, you got to live your freaking life.
Right. Yes. And I'm living it.
Congratulations.
You're welcome.
Blanca, thank you so much. I know you're a very private person. Thank you so much for sharing this. And I know this was big for you. And I appreciate your graciousness in paying this forward and sharing this with other people who are in the exact same spot as you were just even 3 months ago.
Well, you're welcome.
Hey, that was incredible. And I think that a lot of us can identify, myself included, with having that much pain in any autoimmune condition to the point where you're needing and depending on other people for help for basic mobility, changing your clothes, doing the grocery shopping, even getting in your car. It is unheard of in the conventional world, despite 15 years with conventional docs and 3 medications and even a $15,000 stem cell treatment that didn't work. This is really common, and so many people come in having tried a lot of things, but honestly, they've never done any of the pieces of our program. So, which is why for me, it's really amazing that, and I'm thankful to Blanca for sharing her experience with experiencing something completely outside the box to get these completely outside the box results. Congratulations to her for being able to go back to work, coming out of retirement, going back to work, living her life, driving her own car, and even her son saying, "Wow, Mom, I can't believe you're walking again." And for her, she's now an inspiration, not just to all of you that watch these videos, but to her son, to her children, and to her grandchildren. So this is minimally going to be affecting 3 generations in Blanca's life. So if you're at all interested in learning more about our program, make sure you join our Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally, or you can click the link to check out our website, drmaggie.com, to watch our 5 pillars training, where I go through the 5 pillars of Transform. Thanks everybody for watching.